As parents, I ask you, why do we work so hard to give the best to our kids? Why do we have kids? To continue our family legacy and as a symbol of love between mom and dad. Then why do parents shop around and hunt for the cheapest learning center instead of the best learning center? After all, you know you pay for what you get. So if you're a parent listening to this message and you're seeking a fun, effective, productive learning center for your child, be it ages 3 months to 12 years old, and you want the best and are willing to pay for the best, then give Genius Kids a call. At Genius Kids, we believe that moral growth is as important as education and academics. Our curriculum is an ongoing process that will develop core life skills that will span the course of your child's lifetime. We focus on character building, public speaking with effective communication in everything we do, so the habits and beliefs of moral intelligence that we instill in our kids today will become their ethical foundation that they will use forever. If you believe in what I just said, then you are the kind of parent we seek at Genius Kids. Coming soon to Newark, and with 8 centers in Fremont, Palo Alto and San Ramon, we believe in quality and not quantity. Call 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431 or visit geniuskidsonline.com.
Little genius, a little genius kid. Little genius, a little genius kid. Little genius, a little genius kid. Little genius, I'm the little genius kid. Little genius, a little genius kid. Little genius, a little genius kid. Little genius, a little genius kid. Little genius, I'm the little genius kid. Come on, mom, it's time to go. I'm ready to bop and rock the show. My brain is wired, the neurons fired. I wanna learn and I wanna grow. Come on, dad, it's time to play. I'm ready to learn, so don't delay. Minutes are ticking, my brain is clicking, so off to school, we're on our way. Babies, toddlers, kids galore. The little genius kid is where we'll score. Moms can chill and surf the net, chat, make friends, or nap, you bet. Dad can read a paper or two, solve a puzzle, figure a clue. So come on, no need to think, my brain is wired to connect and sync. Read, sing, dance and learn, excessive energy is what I'll burn. So off to the little genius kid, see the results, you'll be glad you did. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, I'm the little genius kid. Little genius, 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 I'm the little genius kid.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Miss Rennu, and welcome to Genius Kids on Air, a show for kids and by kids, being brought to you by Genius Kids. Now a national franchise, as well as offering online learning to children all around the world, be sure to visit our website at geniuskidsonline.com. Interested in owning your own Genius Kids? Well, join our growing family of entrepreneurs. Visit geniuskidsdevelopment.com or call me, Miss Rennu, after the show at 510-364-4033. Our show is a weekly educational segment featured every Wednesday evening between 5 to 5:15 p.m. right here on KLOK 1170 AM, as we bring you the latest in kids education, tips and ideas of how to develop your child into the leader of tomorrow, as well as discuss topics with students right from their classrooms live. As you drive home, our goal is to bring you an entertaining 15 minutes with children. After all, as Neil Postman once said, children are the living messages we send to a time we will not see. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nihal Maridu, and I am 7 years old. My New Year resolution for 2013 is to eat healthy food and cut down on junk food. Wishing you all a very happy New Year.
Hello everyone, I am Abhinav Joshi and I am 7 years old. My New Year's resolution for 2013 is to listen to my parents and brother, talk less and focus on studies. Wishing you all a happy New Year.
Hello everyone, my name is Ajam. I'm 4 years old. I wish everyone a very happy New Year. I am proud Genius Kid.
Hi, my name is Bisman. I'm 4 years old. I'm a proud Genius Kid. I want to wish you a very, very happy New Year. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rahul Joshi, and I am 12 years old. My New Year resolution for 2013 is to manage my time properly so that I can balance my studies and my extracurricular activities such as dance and sports. My second resolution is to be more patient with my brother. Wishing you all a happy New Year.
Welcome back, and for those who've just tuned in, you're listening to Genius Kids on Air, and I'm Miss Rennu. Genius Kids is here every Wednesday evening from 5 to 5:15 p.m. right here on KLOK 1170 AM. This week, as we begin into the new year, it is a great time to start focusing on making some changes in how you will develop your child. We all think our child is the brightest kid on the planet, and we tend to have thousands of reasons to prove their academic fortitude. You've probably known since the day he or she was born that your child was smart. But how can you know whether your child is truly gifted in the sense that schools and teachers use the word? Educational psychologists perform questionnaires and interviews of children and parents in an effort to determine whether a child is gifted. During this process, psychologists look for a number of attributes or markers that tend to point to an advanced child. Here are some of the attributes that gifted children tend to have. Now don't worry, gifted children don't necessarily possess all these traits, although they tend to have many of them. So I thought this week would be a great opportunity to bring forth some ideas on how to identify a gifted child. First is creative talent. If your child displays above average aptitude for art or music, it could be a sign that they are gifted. Another sign is attention to detail. If your child is able to remember and understand the intricacies of academic concepts or even things they encounter in their everyday life, it points to the possibility that they are gifted. They could also be good with complexity. Gifted children often show a keen understanding of intricate concepts and are able to work through multi-step problems. Another very good skill they will have is what's called the high verbal ability. Gifted children tend to have an advanced vocabulary and the ability to use it at a higher level. They are also emotionally sensitive. If your child is able to understand and perceive others' emotions or feelings, it could be a sign that they are gifted. They will also have a good sense of humor. Gifted children tend to be wittier than their general education counterparts. They work independently. Many gifted children don't mind working independently of others to solve problems. Many even teach themselves to read before their counterparts learn it in school. They are also able to reach milestones earlier than other children. Among other things, gifted children tend to walk, talk, and read earlier than their general education counterparts. They have a great memory. If your child seems to like an encyclopedia, constantly retaining and reciting information that they have learned, it could suggest that they are gifted. They like collections. Many gifted children like to collect certain things that they have something in common, like baseball cards, model cars. They have older friends. Many gifted children prefer the company of older kids or even adults, as they find them easier to talk to and relate to. And very importantly, an excellent attention span. A long attention span and the determination to finish the job is the marker of a gifted child. So does this sound like your child? Whether the answer is yes or no, don't worry. The best way to increase your child's academic performance and creative process is to engage their brain on a regular basis. Don't rely on school and homework to keep their brain limber and their creative juices flowing. Work with them after school and on weekends to expand their mind beyond the 4 hours of traditional school. Brain teasers, online games, and even conversations about complex topics or phenomena, for example, pointing out all the geometric shapes that occur in everyday life, can be tremendously helpful in advancing your child's mental activity. And of course, enrolling them at Genius Kids in our Think, Lead, and Communicate programs, where we develop confidence, speech, communication, public speaking, and critical thinking. After all, do you want a cubicle engineer or the next Steve Jobs? Whether your child is gifted or well on their way, constantly engaging your child's brain is the best way to keep them moving in the right direction and giving them the gift of gab, the power of speech. Give us a call, Genius Kids, at 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431, or visit geniuskidsonline.com. We'll be right back. Do you have a talented child who can sing, dance, draw, paint, create, or speak? Do you want them to be featured worldwide on television? Discovering Shining Stars on January 19th, 2013, brought to you by Genius Kids, Andas Television, and Desi 1170 AM is your chance to instant fame. Call 510-364-4033 now for more information. That's 510-364-4033.
It's the time to disco. It's the time to disco.
Welcome back, and for those who've just tuned in, you're listening to Genius Kids on Air, and I'm Miss Rennu. Genius Kids will now be featured every Wednesday evening from 5 to 5:15 p.m. right here on KLOK 1170 AM. Looking in the past and into the future, I cannot help but think of the horrific events at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newton, Connecticut, and the terrible crime in Delhi, India. Both events provide a sobering view on the world today, as well as yet again reminding me of the importance of education and what an awesome responsibility we have as educators and as parents to protect our children and to never fail to instill in them a sense of right and wrong, a respect for life, and an abhorrence to violence. The future and survival of our civilization depends on it. This is true in Fremont as it is in India, and especially in India that gave Gandhi to the world with his values and approach to peacekeeping in a time of significant change. If children cannot be safe at school, they cannot be safe anywhere. And if the children are not safe and protected, the world is off balance. Hamlet bemoans that the world is out of joint and he must set it right. We have no other choice but to fulfill our moral obligation as educators and as parents to transform education into a peacekeeping weapon that helps to set this world right. Franklin Roosevelt once said, "We may not be able to prepare the future for our children, but we can at least prepare our children for the future." Let us unite in education to contribute as we can to the enormous task of making this world a better place for generations to come. Let us be thankful for this new year, a new beginning, and an opportunity to make the world a better place, and we can do this by preparing our children. We worry about what a child will become tomorrow, yet we forget that he is someone today. So let us begin today.
My name is Deeta and I am 7 years old. I am a proud genius kid. Thank you for the world so sweet. Thank you for the food we eat. Thank you for the birds that sing. Thank you, God, for everything. Thank you for our school so sweet. Thank you for the friends we meet. Thank you for the things you teach. Thank you, Miss Rennu, for everything.
My name is Roshan. I'm 3 years old. And I'm proud genius kid. And I'm thankful for many things that God has given us. And also, I'm thankful for my family and my friends.
Accelerated learning methodologies were developed because we live in a world with the ability to absorb information rapidly, to think logically and with creativity are now becoming very important life skills that everyone should have. Accelerated learning results in innovative approach to motivate learners to use multiple intelligence techniques, making learning easy and quick, and you retain more. We believe in the concept of see, hear, say and do, where the retention is 90% compared to 20%. Remember, each human has more than one learning style. Genius Kids is the original and first learning center to offer this exciting method of teaching. Catering to ages infants through to age 12, our programs, which include both full-time and part-time care for all ages, create future leaders. There are many wannabe Steve Jobs, but there was only one Steve Jobs. There are many wannabe Amitabh Bachchans, but there is only one Big B. There are many wannabe Genius Kids, but only the original Genius Kid campuses can offer you the results you seek. So if you are a parent that does not count their pennies and truly wants the best for their child, then give us a call at 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431, or visit geniuskidsonline.com. Remember, the principal mark of a genius is not perfection, but originality. We hope you've enjoyed our weekly educational segment brought to you by Genius Kids. Our focus is to awaken the inner genius in each child, developing their confidence to speak out, share their views, ideas and notions, whatever their age may be. We end the show this week with a prayer dedicated to the families who endured tragedies and lost loved ones recently. Any questions or comments, call 510-364-4033 or 510-713-2431 or visit geniuskidsonline.com. Until next week, Wednesday evening at 5 p.m., This is Miss Rennu wishing all of you a Happy New Year.
अजूनी सैभम गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसे भी सच सोचे सोच न होवे जे सोचे लखवार चुपे चुप न होवे जे लाए हाल बतार भुखिया भुख ना तेरी जे बन्ना पुरिया पार सहस सियाण पलख होई ता इक ना चले नाल किव सचियारा होई किव कूड़े टुटे पाल हुक्म रजाई चलना नानक लिखिया नाल एक